What is up, guys? Alright, so you guys might have just seen like the thumbnail and everything else. So yeah, of course, I did perhaps already post a video on chips and everything else, but I kind of felt bad because I went that one actually got like a bunch of views, so I just wanted to come clean and I wanted to actually just restart that video. I have grown bunch more invested in chips and everything. And it's been more effective lately. I'm not gonna tell you what, but y'all should know. So yeah. Oh yeah, how you guys like to fit? How do you guys like to fit? I made it. The hair doesn't go, but how do you guys like to fit? Alright, alright. Let me stop holding a let's actually get straight into what this video is actually purpose. Alright, no cuts and anything. Alright, so what we're gonna do is first, we'll talk about how you can get them. Well, first, we'll talk about how you can get them. All right, so I'm on the fntd website. If you guys want, if you guys don't have the website, I'll post it in the description. So first, what you want to do is you actually want to like go on the website actually, and then go on update logs. All right, then scroll down until you see chips right here. Then you want to just scroll down here, skip all of these. You just want to go all the way down, like, all the way down. Chips. So of course, these are custom nights and everything. You get them from custom nights right here. Here, see, night 7. Of course, night 7. You can increase the difficulty, which means higher rewards. Pretty much better chance. You can also increase it by doing nightmare and everything. So each custom nights have different chips. That should be obvious. So game 1, game 2, game 3, game 4, game 5, game 6, and game... Wait. Just 6. Yeah. Oh my god. There. So that's what it is. They have each, and I'll just tell you guys what it is. So overwhelming power. Let's see. Okay, so let's go. Let's start with the first one. Rapid strike. So they reduce five. The cooldowns reduced by 5%. Follow up damage increased by 25%. Enemies hit. Follow ups takes 15% more damage from them for 3 seconds. So what they're talking. Oops, I just did. Whoops. Um, there's a sneak peek for you guys. I'll go into detail later on. So we scroll down. Of course, I have been farming game 6, night 7, of course, and yeah, we got rapid strikes in game 4. No, I can't really create a macro on game 4. No, get not. I mean on game 5. I can't really do it. Too short of a map. So right here. So this is game 4, game 3, and game 5. I think game 6 or whatever. All right. So rapid strikes. We'll go. We're just gonna scroll up because I have like every single chip maxed out here. So you can easily see that they have some others. So these are what they are. All right. So yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. Okay. So we'll move on to Umurang Power. This is from where? Game 1. I haven't done game 1, night 7. Okay, so they buffed this unit's they buffed the unit's damage by 15% and buffed by 0.5% per enemy in range. So it's only a max of 5%. Wouldn't suggest that. But here it is. Argument I mental is screw it. But it buffs the unit's range by 15% and damage by 10%. Blazing Fire. Now, this is one of the actually important ones that you should have on your fire units. Yeah, and this one, okay, I'll just go into detail later on. Alright, so apply Burn to enemy for the first time. Buff this unit's damage by 20%, 10 seconds, and increase DOT damage by 20%. Which means fire. So, like, it lasts, the fire burning that lasts longer, basically. You guys do not know what DOT means. I don't. I think that's what it means. Crowd Cooler buffs his unit's damage by 5% for each enemy in range, max of 25%. You see, I would have gotten this if it wasn't for the 25% one. And then weak point. Increase crit rate by 15%, increase crit damage by 30%. This is something I should probably get on my Astral game too. Okay, so each chip serve their own point. As you guys can see, you can see what games you can get these on. But basically that's what it is. So Rapid Strikes, probably put that on like a unit that has like a bunch of like cooldown. To be honest, that's pretty much it. Or you can put it on Astral like mine's. Overwhelming power, put that on whatever. Eye Jugument. Am I saying that right, or am I gonna get canceled? I don't know. I'm just gonna green chip. Perfect. The green chip. So yeah, range and damage. Whoever needs range the most, basically. Blazing fire, fire type units like Dragon Endo and Headless Horseman. Headless Horseman? Or is it Headless? I don't care. Headless. Okay, and then crowd control. Whatever units that needs crowd control. Then crit rate and crit damage. I might as well. I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna macro game too. Custom night this time. All right. So basically, now that we have like went into like, now that we have went into it on how you can actually obtain the chips, we're gonna move on towards actually what they do. Then I'll show you guys. I'm not gonna show you guys a macro. You guys can just do that on your own. All right. So now that we have finished talking about how we get them, we're actually gonna go ahead and I could talk about the chips upgrades, but you know what? We'll talk about the upgrades and the reroll. So first, we're actually just gonna go with like rerolls. No, that wouldn't make sense. We're gonna go with like how chips work, what they do, what happened, why do you need them, and why else. So if you come here in front of the unit workshop, you'll see chip upgrades right here next to Ender's Mask, LP, Home Tree, and that. So obviously you can see that I have like a bunch of them favorites. Would have helped if it was favorites. So first we're actually gonna click on where do you guys want to see? Let's do it rapid strikes. So of course the max level is level 20. Of course, since crit damage is here, you can't get crit damage on any of these, but you can get like these stats, which I would suggest mostly. But I have to say, these are basically random. They upgrade at random, pretty sure. You can't upgrade anything more other than level 20. So level 20 is the max. Of course, there is different stat chips for different ones. So, for example, this is crit damage, while this is crit chance. Then we can see. Okay, hold on. Let me find a different one. Follow up damage, and there's like for these ones, there is range, cooldown, and buff potential. While this is damage and cooldown. Basically, rapid strike is like the way to go. I'm gonna go ahead and collect every single chip in the game. And yeah, so while you're macroing, I don't know if you guys do this at all, but I delete how the ones that don't have the sub 4. I delete them whether they have 3 or not. Let's see if I no, I just now recently deleted a bunch of stuff. Although you can unlock them. That's one thing. So they basically upgrade at random. So you can just like see like here. This is Graveheart. This is Graveheart. I have already maxed out all these ships already, so you guys can see. All of them I put them on like reasonable units. Here. I'm not gonna use her. So whoops, hold on. There. So of course, Astral has the 2 chips. Grave Lord. I'm not using Grave Lord at the moment. Soul Survivor. Uh, Undead Chica. This and that. So this is basically what I'm working with right now. Oh my god, stop it! Alright, so yeah, you just have a good bright. Okay, so chips right here. So that's how chips basically work. So whatever it says on the chip, that's what it affects by. That should be simpler than even said. So here. So rapid crit damage is what's that's the main stat. That's I already went into like for discriminant. What is wrong with me? Holy crap! I'm like tweaking out today. Holy crap! I'm doing this for you guys, bro. I'm doing these for you guys. I've been nonstop grinding Fnaf TD. I'm done. I'm going crazy. Anyways, all right. So now, if you guys came here on how to like obtain the rerolls, well, we go back on this. Of course, you can buy it. You can buy it right here, and you can buy the Roblox hat. Okay, here. This is what they were talking about. So they recently fixed the icon for it. So it has a 10% jump in from any custom night. Or you recently added, you can buy it from the merchant. Right here. Boom. I did not know why I just spent that. Oh my god. Alright. Why is it that number? Of 176. You guys should know. Yeah, so basically what I would suggest is you just macro each night just to get materials. And yeah, that's basically it. I'm not gonna go into like the macro stuff and everything because basically that's what it does. So first, I don't want to show you guys my. You know what? For the sakes of the video, we're gonna go into. We're just gonna go into Clan Wars right now. We're just gonna go with. We're just gonna go in Clan Wars right now. All right. So now that we're in Clan Wars, I'm gonna show you how well and how good it actually affects it. Of course, I have them fully glitch. So this is the base damage of basically with the chips I have on that Chica, right? Then Astro Bonnie. You can see that the range is way more better than the original one. Then there's Sharks, Gaia, and Soul Survivor. You can see how they all have a minimum of good DPSs. If you guys can see the buff they're having right now. They haven't been placed down yet, but these are the passive boosts they're basically getting. So buff potential. What buff potential does is like it's buffing them itself. That's what it does. It's buffing it themselves. Then that's basically it. You guys can basically see damage is gonna get buffed. Here it is. Here it is. See, look at that. Look at that. See that? That's what buff thingy does. See, 14k debt. No wait, that's one of the passive he does, right? Yeah. But basically, that's what it's doing here. We're gonna go with a reliable one. There it is. Or is that just buffing itself?
Me and cupcakes, of course.
Lovely
Oh,
vines
this is
spread.
tasty.
I do not want to be scared with a woman's voice right now. Please. Basically, it's just buffing and making like units do more damage for like clan wars and everything else. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I basically leaked my whole entire strat. My clan is not gonna like that. But if you guys would like to join my clan, go ahead and comment down and look on the Discord. Okay. Alright, back to the video. Alright, so basically I went through everything. Let's go back to lobby actually. Alright, so I just want to make this one thing clear. So if a chip has damage, right, you can't get like damage on their like 4 stuff. That's the main trait. So like for mine, for example, see crit damage, that's the main trait. You can't get it on the 4. You can only get like anything but crit damage on the same chip. It wouldn't really make sense. Now that we're back in the lobby, I would like to tell you guys this is a sneak peek of my next video. Who knows? It might be an unboxing video, or I might do another unboxing, or I'll do some other video about soap. Who knows? Who knows? Go ahead, make your predictions though. Make your prediction. And that's the only sneak peek you're getting. Next video will be posted like probably next week. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If this video actually helped you with like chips and most of that stuff, then yeah. Sorry for the bad video I posted about it then. I just had too much information to go on and I wanted to post videos. So basically I had a lot of free time. That's something you can say. So, yeah, like and subscribe. Uh if you don't subscribe, voice crack. If you don't subscribe, um you won't see me again. But if you do, welcome. And just like and subscribe. Don't ask me for units, please. And when you're in like if you're in one of my lobbies, please don't ask for a unit. Like times are tough, man. Times are tough. I'm not gonna give you like a free Apex or like a unit at all. Please don't ask me for any. Times are tough. Alright? I might have souls, but times are really tough. I'm saying that I have so much times. Holy crap. Yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys have any questions, um just comment them down and I'll reply to any of those. To any of it. So yeah. I'll reply to any of it. So yeah, basically that. You guys, yeah, I'm out. Oh yeah, man, stupid in outro, bro. I don't have this thing scripted.